Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow.
Well, good news everybody, we have got our Ssangyong Rexton ELX in grey, and here it is. We'll show you around it, but also we've got a little bit of a surprise for you all, which I know you're going to love.
So what do you think then?
I think it's great.
Super.
I'm ready to go.
Let's take it on its first test drive. Get out and drive it.
That's right. We tow.
We've gone for a private plate and we've got the Here We Tow.
Here we tow.
So you won't miss us.
If you want to clone it and do a make-off at a petrol station or something else, feel free.
We just need to buy a Ssangyong.
And look like us, which that would be really bad news.
Managed to get the Rexton, as you can see over my shoulder. So I'm just going to give you a quick tour whilst the wife is sat googling the tyres that are on the car to see how much they actually are.
About £30 from what I can gather. Good quality.
So let's have a quick look now at the new purchase that we've managed to pick up, and let's have a look at it.
So this is the Ssangyong Rexton ELX in grey that we ordered just before Christmas time, and we did a video on that. It has now arrived. We're really pleased with it. We've just picked it up today. As standard with the ELX, as we said before, you can see the tinted windows on the back there. There's rear parking sensors and a rear reversing camera. There's also front parking sensors as well, and those sensors can be activated and deactivated for in slow moving traffic. We've opted for a detachable tow bar, which is currently detached, hence you can't see it. That's been fitted by the dealer, and it's a Witter tow bar, which I'm pleased with because they are good quality. That's 13 pin and it is specific to this vehicle. So let's have a look around it, and we will get the tow bar out and show you that as well. Lovely sticker, 4x4 of the year. That will be being removed because it looks horrendous. This is when it rains. Obviously you want to be able to see out. The rear view camera is positioned here. That's us, so you won't miss us. Rear parking sensors are here, and the tow bar, it's got the cover on at the moment, obviously that goes underneath. So if we go into the boot, this isn't electric because that's only on the Ultimate.
See if I can come and join you. So as you can see here, we've got the boot. It's not the electric as we've said, because that's only on the Ultimate model, which is a power assisted tailgate.
But you don't need electricity when you've got a grab handle. I mean, look at that. I didn't need to spend an extra £5 to do that, did I? That's amazing. And
I wanted the Ultimate.
yeah, I know, but you weren't paying for it, were you, darling?
Well, this is very true.
So here we go. Boot, absolutely huge.
And as you can see here, what I'm trying to demonstrate, I'm filming quite badly, is that there's a floating boot shelf. I've just put the back one on just to show you as an example, but basically this will lift up and drop down to the floor level, but it just gives it that little bit more height, that one and the one behind, just to be able to heighten the boot space that you've got.
Okay.
So, as we've said, we've got the Witter tow bar, which we've gone for the detachable. I say we, it wasn't really my choice.
And it was £685 fitted.
£685 fitted.
And that's the one recommended by Ssangyong. For £685 you get a lovely bag.
Not a plug.
And here it is.
I've got to say, This has not been endorsed, paid for, or anything else in relation
so
to...
there is the detachable Witter tow bar that Jules is holding in his rather large hands.
So in relation to this, all that happens with this one is the blanking plate is removed.
Dropped.
And dropped. And this then goes into place. As soon as it goes into place, it shows you the green light. And obviously we're then locked in, ready to rock and roll. In order to take it off, obviously you can lock it in place so it can't be taken off by anybody, but to get it to take off, push in, twist all the way around to lock the mechanism, remove, and that's it. It's locked, it's loaded.
And what about the electric screws? Where are those? Come on, don't do half a job.
Stand by. I don't want to get muck in the back of my new boot. And the electrics lock into place. So still need to get to the bottom of, obviously that needs to go in relation to that and that.
Thank you, Jules. So while Jules reassembles the car, let's just have a look in the back. Great size. We went for the 5-seat version. There is a 7-seat, but 5 was ample for us.
I'll just show you whilst I'm in here. There are some levers which basically alter the adjustment of the back seats. So you can adjust the back seat to the angle that you want to, so you can recline in the back or sit up as normal. Lie back as you're travelling down the motorway.
Yeah, well, I'm towing you down the motorway, the Adria on the back. So here you can see the space there for leg room. There is plenty of it. Those 2 front seats are as far back as they'll actually go. And even at that point there's plenty of leg room. And then we'll venture into the front. So up to the front we go. It's got keyless locking. So as long as you approach the car with the key, the wing mirrors will come out automatically and actually illuminate the floor. And then you simply press the door handle here with the button, so you don't have to be messing about with your remote central locking. Once we're inside, driver's seat, obviously leather as well. Electric, you can raise it, lower it, move it backwards and forwards, spin it round, do whatever you want with it really. As long as you're sitting on it, you'll probably be going in the right direction. This is the automatic version. It's got a heated steering wheel, heated front and rear seats, heated front windscreen, heated rear windscreen. I've had the heated seats on, they're amazing. Jules, you've had the steering wheel on, haven't you?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah, I know you'd appreciate that. It's got the Mercedes gearbox. It's got the hill descent. It's got the 4-wheel drive high, low, and then the 2-wheel drive. I believe when we'll be towing the caravan, we'll probably be having it in 4 high. Just gives that extra bit of stability and make sure that all the wheels are powering us along. Various remote controls in here on the steering wheel, and then there's also the large 7-inch sat nav, and sort of really the console of the vehicle. It's all touchscreen, and I believe it's got Apple Play. I have no idea about these technicalities, but Jules does, so he'll be doing his Apple Play later. So in terms of the kit that this car's got, there's not much it hasn't really got. So far we've filled it with diesel. We've used the BP Ultimate diesel just because when you get something new you like to keep it nice. At the moment, what mileage were we doing? About 28 miles to the gallon, which for a big heavy car, it's realistic that's what you're going to get out of this car. It's a 2.2 diesel engine. So obviously if you want to know the full ins and outs of what this car has, you can go on the Ssangyong website. But I must say, we're really pleased with it. You can see by the size of it, it's absolutely huge. It feels solid and well made. It's got a 5-year warranty, 1-year breakdown. Let's hope we don't need that. And yeah, I think we're pretty pleased with it, aren't we, Jules?
Absolutely.
So, instrument cluster here. It's really nice actually. I think it's quite simple to use, easy to see. It's got separate heating controls for driver and passenger, the heated seats as well, air conditioning. Here's the Mercedes gearbox that I mentioned. I like this style. It is the latest Mercedes gearbox that's been put in. It's not from the older ML that was in the last version of the Rexton. And there we've got the 4-wheel drive, the high, the low and the 2-wheel drive high. Automatic handbrake, and then also an auto hold for hill starts, really. Probably useful when you do have up to 2 tons of caravan stuck on the back of you. This is the large screen here, mainly touch screen. A few buttons here in relation to getting onto the right mode that you want, the navigation. We're going to have a look through that and sort all that out properly later on. Move across now to the dashboard. You've still got fairly old-fashioned dials with your rev counter and your speedometer. This is telling me obviously I've got my heated steering wheel on, which is here. That'll be on most of the time. Fuel, as you can see there, we're full of ultimate diesel. The vehicle temperature and the mileage, we've managed to knock up 47 miles since we picked it up. And you can see there like a nice little city picture and the lanes. It has got lane departure. You simply press a button and that activates. If I put that on now, you can see it has come on there. Long story short, if you're on the motorway with that on, this car will do its best to stop you moving out of that lane unless you turn your indicator on, at which point the vehicle knows you are making a lane change and it'll allow you to do it. If you haven't got the indicator on, you will certainly feel resistance in the wheel. So I'll turn that back off again. Numerous other features as well. When you go into different, it does show obviously the speed limit there. When you go into different speed zones, it will show you if it's a 30, a 40, a national. That's always helpful because, you know, quite often you go into a different area and you don't know the roads and you've not seen the sign, and you can get caught out. So it will tell you. You can also set different alarms on it, which you can do through the setup here, and those different alarms will tell you if the speed limit has changed, if the speed camera's in the area, all sorts of different things. There's also numerous sounds for your indicator, which if I put that on, it's got that sound. However, if you make some changes on here, you can actually change the different tones of that, which I find quite exciting and we'll be doing later on. So what we'll do is we'll set off now. It's quite a quiet car for a diesel engine, which it's nice. Say I've had a few diesel cars before, and sometimes they are noisy and rattly, but this seems quite a nice quiet engine. Fair pull away as well, 2.2, but it's not a massive engine for the size and the weight of the car. Obviously the car's over 2 tons. It feels a heavy car, but it doesn't feel overly wallowy or sluggish at all. Drives nicely. The heated steering wheel is absolutely fantastic. That was a big thing for me because I'm always cold.
Just whilst we're having a quick look in the back, just like to point out they do have heated seats. Heated seats for the rear, 2 to 1. So it is leather throughout, electric windows, handle to help you in because it is quite a high vehicle to get into. So it's really good. Even comfort in the back. One thing that I don't know if anybody else has mentioned, I think I've covered it before when we were out and looking over the car and picking it as our choice. In the back we've also got a USB port and a 220 volt max 200 watt Continental 2-pin plug. In the front of the car there's actually a button that you can press, and what we've bought is we've bought some Continental adapters so that we can have a 3-pin plug, and we can use that to power things in the back. So if you're going off and you need to plug in like a small refrigerator or a cooler or something like that in the back, or you've just got a load of video equipment that you want to that you want to plug in and charge up, then you've also got that ability as well.